Time flies, man. I appreciate everything y'all done for me, all the love and support y'all showed me. It's been a quick 4 years, but it's nowhere I'd rather be than Boulder, man. Best fans in the nation, man. Appreciate everything.
Yeah, Buff Nation! Man, this school has given so much to me. To be here right now, to be able to give this to y'all is unbelievable feeling, man. I love y'all. Thank you so much. This team is amazing. What do you say?
My dream is to be the head coach here. I'm going to achieve that dream someday, sometime. I don't know when, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I just appreciate all y'all, coming out to the games. Y'all been great all year. The crowd, y'all been great all year. I'm so in love with this school, and go Buffs.
It's always emotional when you get those senior comments after the final home game of the year, but especially when you knock off number 2. Buffaloes take care of the Arizona Wildcats, 79-63. We continue on the Stampede. My partner, Scott Wilke, voice of the Buff, and voice of the Bus, Mark Johnson here. What do you want to say about that one? That was amazing.
That was a lot of fun tonight. And to knock off a team like Arizona, who I think is Final Four capability.
Legitimate national title contender, yeah.
And, we beat them. And it wasn't them having an off day. It was us beating them.
Yeah. A lot of times when somebody knocks off a highly ranked team, it's because they come out and maybe they hit 14 three-pointers or something. Colorado didn't do that. In fact, the Buffs shot, they missed their first 11 three-pointers. Scott, this game came down to grit and intestinal fortitude and fight and all the things we talk about.
Yeah, and kind of the Tad Boyle way. Since he's been here, they hang their hat on defense and rebounding. Tonight they beat the best rebounding team in the conference by a couple rebounds. They had a lot more fight and their defense was amazing, shutting down one of the best teams in the country offensively.
Yeah, keep in mind, Arizona came in averaging 85 points per ball game, was shooting 50% from the field. Colorado holds them under 40%. They only scored 63 points. The defense was phenomenal.
And only 21 in the second half.
That's right. And by the way, the Buffs went plus 21 in the second half to win by 16. The defensive end, let's go to Tristan Da Silva. He's a guy, Jabari Walker gets a lot of the pub. So does Evan because of his place in CU lore, if you will. Tristan, I've always thought he's going to be a special player when it's all said and done. Scott, he's blowing up from a player standpoint, just maturing and expanding. But his defense on Benedict Mathurin tonight was outstanding, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Benedict Mathurin's a first-round pick. He's athletic. He can shoot the ball. You saw him go backdoor tonight. He's hard to defend. He doesn't stand still. No. And he shut him down pretty much tonight. He had 12 points at halftime. Didn't score the rest of the game. 3 for 12 or 3 for 11 from the field. Tristan Da Silva's 6'10". He can guard a guy in the wing like that.
Yeah, he's got length. He's got great feet. We saw that in the offensive end a couple of times. Now, after the Buffaloes knock off number 2 Arizona by 16, we heard from some players after the contest, and obviously they were having a good time. Drives down the paint, comes to a jump stop, spins, steps through, goes up with the left hand. Oh, another!
The plan was to storm if we won, so it kind of caught me off guard. Like when that happened, I got scared. I was like, what's going on? And I wasn't prepared. I wish I would have had my head on the swivel, but I got hit from every which way. It was amazing.
It felt good, obviously, because you thought you don't beat number 2 in the country every day.
True.
But I just say once I settled in a little bit and I got more comfortable, I felt better, and I just went from there.
I think Barry said it in the locker room. We've been in this situation, a couple months ago at Arizona. And we said to ourselves, we can't let this happen again, basically. So we went out there and gave it even more than in the first half and paid off. We watched a lot of film after Thursday night. It was kind of frustrating because we had such a good run before Arizona State, and then they come into our house and out-rebound us, out-tough us, all that. And coach was really big on that, being tough out there, and I guess that's the main thing that changed today.
There's some post-game player comments as Colorado knocks off number 2 Arizona. We continue about partner Scott Wilke. The senior aspect of this tonight. You know what Evan means, and it was great to see Ben and Ursick and Will Loughlin and Elijah Parquet talk to the crowd. But the crowning moment was Evan Batty getting up there in the table.
Yeah, Evan loves to be in front of a crowd. He's not nervous. He's charismatic and everything, and like you said, he wears his emotion on his sleeve. We see him cry all the time, but he's not embarrassed by it. He's almost happy to show himself to everybody.
Yeah, he's become a special player. Now, the numbers he puts up, and we mentioned this during the radio broadcast, he, by the way, is the winningest Buffalo in terms of being on the court and playing. Ben Mills has got the record for wins during a career. He didn't play in many of the games over the 92. Evans now got 86 or 87 wins that he's played in. He's got a special place in Colorado.
Yeah, and it's always not him on the stat sheet, tearing up the stat sheet. He's done a good job in that respect, but it's more his emotion, his leadership, and his love for the game and love for people that people will remember.
All right, now here's the thing that Colorado's got to remember. When you play with this kind of intensity and kind of fight they had out tonight, they can play with anybody in the country. I mean, anybody. I don't care if it's Arizona or Gonzaga or Duke or whomever. They got to play with anybody. They got to take this on the road now this week to play Utah. Then go to Las Vegas in the tournament and play with the same kind of intensity and fight that they did here tonight.
Yeah, and Salt Lake City will be tough. Like Coach said, that'll be their senior night. They'll be hyped up for that. Their crowd will be behind them. So they're going to have to bring it on Salt Lake City on Saturday, or they'll go home with their tails between their legs.
Yep, without question. Buffaloes will pick up win number 19 of the season. Think about the job this staff has done. You go back to the first game of the year, Montana State. Buffs win in overtime. Montana State's, by the way, gone on to win 21 or 22 games. People are thinking, uh-oh, it might be a rough year. I think this might be Tad Boyle's best coaching job he's done. They're on the verge of another 21 season.
Think about how much players have come along. We talked about Tristan da Silva, how much better he's playing now. Elijah Parquet got better as his career came over here.
Yep.
Players get better here, and that's the main thing you want from your coaches, make your players better.
Yep, what a night it was tonight here at the Event Center. Colorado wins 79-63 as they knock off number 2 Arizona. This wasn't the only victories going on here for the Buffaloes. The CU women also took 2 over the weekend as well. We'll talk women's hoops next here at the Buffalo Stampede.